Hey guys, I gotta be real with you. The audio in this video isn't gonna be the best. I didn't realize it until I went to edit this video, but the earbud just screwed up the audio. I don't know what happened. If I hadn't have used them, the regular mic in my phone would have worked fine. But in any case, I still wanted to put this out because this is me authentically documenting my trip. So with that, if you want to keep watching, I appreciate the fuck out of you. And I promise I won't make a mistake like this again. Thanks for watching in advance.
Hey guys, what's going on? Figured I'd make a quick video right now talking about travel burnout. Right now I am in Palomino Beach in Colombia. It is on the northern Caribbean coast. It's mad fucking hot here. But since I've been here and leading up to it, I've been really fucking burnt out and I haven't really wanted to do anything. And travel burnout is a reality that I would assume most people would hit while they're traveling because traveling full time isn't always a sustainable way of life. How do you know you have travel burnout? I know I have it because I've been here for like a few days and I've had no desire to do anything at all. I've just been kind of resting, doing some work. I feel like the novelty of being here didn't even wear off. It really wasn't here to begin with. I'm not like I am gonna do a few tours and stuff, but like I'm not super excited about it. I feel like I'm not able to really appreciate being here that much just because of how burnt out I am, which kind of sucks to be honest. That I mean, maybe like once I actually get into the tours, I'll start to feel differently. Maybe like I'll meet cool people, whatever. But that's how I know I'm burnt out from travel right now, and could use a nice little reset from it because it's kind of tiring to be honest. At least, I mean, in general, yes, but also like once you get to this point, it's pretty tiring. And I guess something that kind of sucks is that I fully acknowledge that I probably am in the prime of my life right now. Like, I'm probably gonna be like looking back on this at some point and just be like, damn, that was fucking sick. Like this entire like last few months. But that being said, I've still hit this point where I'm just tired and like ready to go home. I've been traveling for basically 3 months, almost, not quite, but almost. Living out of a suitcase, moving from place to place after like anywhere from a few days to a week to 2 weeks. I've been moving from place to place. Even though I did briefly go home during that time window, I didn't really hit a point of burnout until now. Part of it could have been because last weekend I was in Nuki and I did some very intense jungle herping because I didn't film any of that, but regardless, it took its toll on me. The other factor is that I I mean Santa Marta, which is where you would fly into to see all of these like sites here in the Caribbean coast, either there or Cartagena. This was like the last place in Colombia for this trip where I'm like, I really want to see this before I go home and like figure out the job thing, whatever. And I'm just not really like excited to be here, to be honest. It's just another beach. Like it's beautiful, but like I don't know. I'm ready to kind of go home, and I've been ready to go home. And since I've been here, I haven't really had a desire to do anything yet. Although I am still gonna do an excursion or two or three because there's like plenty of little like shacks that are for like booking tours and shit like that. I'm gonna do at least one or two of those, including Tayrona National Park. But I'm not really excited to do it. I feel like the novelty of traveling has kind of worn down on me, and I'm ready to like go home, see all my friends, see my family, because I miss them all, to be honest. Which is kind of interesting to say out loud because I literally like haven't really acknowledged that mentally yet. But regardless, it do be that way sometimes. And also, I'm not really digging this heat anymore. But like I said, since I'm here, I'm gonna do a couple excursions and really, get my money's worth per se. Make the most of my time before I go home. But I wanted to make this video because nobody really talks about travel burnout, and I kind of felt myself getting sucked into the whole like travel. What do you call it? Like the way that travel is painted online, and like that some people just like live out of a suitcase forever, and just it's painted out to be way more grandiose than it actually is. Because like for me especially, like when I was in Thailand earlier this year, I was on this island called Koh Samui that so many influencers online have like gone to, and they're painting it all as like the holy grail place, and like all like the West is falling, you need to come here, blah blah blah. But then when I got there, I was just like, well, fuck, I don't really care to be here for that for too much longer, and I got like bored and shit, and it was just kind of like surreal, because like for one, I'm finally at this place where all of these people had been that have been like raving about for a while, but then like I didn't feel the same way, and I haven't really felt a similar kind of way since then. And I've been traveling through Peru for a month and Colombia for like over a month now, because we're approaching the 3 month mark in total. But I'm definitely reaching the point now where I'm like ready to go home. I've kind of given up. Well, I won't say given up, but become burnt out with trying to learn Spanish. I need to give that a go, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just ready. A lot of people maybe are watching this and you're just like, oh, like I want to go on this like grandiose travel and adventure thing. Maybe you want to take 6 months off to travel, a year off to travel. All that is great, but like, and I still want to do that. Like I'm only at like barely 3 months, not even. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what my dream life really looks like per se. Really, I just want the freedom to be able to fuck off whenever I want, but maybe not for like super long. I think 6 weeks is a reasonable gap per se. So here's a cat for you guys. Hola gato, ¿cómo estás? No? Okay. Be free, gato. What's up? It's funny because the other day I was literally eating my dinner or my lunch, and this cat like straight up jumped onto my lap wanting food. So the cats here got some balls, I'll say that. Luckily they're not mean. Yeah, that's just me kind of thinking aloud right now. Traveling is fun, and it really does change your life, your perspective, the people that you meet. You can meet some really awesome people. I know on this trip especially, like I'm solo traveling, and while I haven't really been social here, I've met a lot of great people when I was staying in Medellin, and the people that I met up with in Peru as well were great. So I have no complaints. But traveling for long term isn't a sustainable lifestyle, because people are meant to be shacked up in one spot after a while and have like a home base. But for now, it's been fun. But I'm ready to go home. All right. I hope this hasn't been too much rambling and more. I hope you guys got something out of this, because while traveling is fun and great and changes your perspective and stuff, it's not forever. So